Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Sugarheads, and welcome to Sugarheads Live. Today's program is about sex in your 50s plus. Okay? I have a website, sugarheadsclothing.com. Sugarheads Financial, because I do financial planning for people. And I do Sugarheads clothing and things like that. So you could go on the bottom screen. You can see all the stuff that I'm into. And if you want any advice from me, please by all means, please do so. I'm supposed to put up um, something about donations, something. If you want to gift me anything, you can Cash App me or Zelle me at 347-954-6092. And let me see. Can I put that up somewhere? What is this here? No. Okay. Anyway, 347 954 6092. Any gifts, any amount of gifts, don't matter. Cash App it or Zelle it over there. Anyway, and let me know that you sent something, because we're testing out Zelle right now because we're trying to find some thieves. Okay, so, you know, if you donate $1 or $2 or whatever, please let me know. And thank you in advance. Yeah, because, the thieves and my neighbors think they're cute. That's why I tell you, you can't trust everybody. So we're trying to find the thieves of people's things. I mean, I suffered the brunt. I suffered the brunt of it because I want you guys to know that you guys are not the only people that's going through what you're going through. Your money missing, your credit card stuff been stolen, your electricity is being siphoned. I want you to know that I'm here for you. So sometimes you think I'm doing stuff to uh to be greedy or whatever. I don't know. Some people, the haters, but I'm doing that to find these people because they're greedy. So even if you send them even if you send me $1 or $2, they're greedy. They're gonna want it. So we're gonna find these people because they want everything that we got. So if I have to be the guinea pig, so be it. Don't send a lot, but we need people complaining so the FBI and all these agencies can find these people. I mean, they're right here. Let me tell you something. They was trying to hide under the FBI protection. But the problem is the person that put them under there is one of them. Excuse me, I'm hot. The person who put them under there is one of them. You understand? So that person is under investigation, and they trying to get all their criminal friends to hide under the thing. Now, mind you, if they wasn't the one that's causing a problem, then maybe. But they are the ones that causing the problem. But they just want to hide under the guise of informant. The FBI, you're gonna inform on yourself because every day I hear stories that you're going after people. You understand? This is a little sidebar for those in the know. Hutchinson, Reyes, Alvarine, all of y'all want to hide under the guise of being informants for the FBI and the Haitians. You know, Pizarro. Y'all want to fall under the guise of being thing, and you guys is the one that's stalking people. Yes, you guys are. You're stalking people. You want people's information. You're stealing people information. So some police, smart aleck, came up with the plot for the whole crew to hide under as informants for the FBI. No, they're not. I just sent the information to the FBI that they're just using it to hide so they can commit more crimes. You understand? So they're no longer on the program. They are no longer on the program. I mean, it was short lived. It was just yesterday. It was short lived. So they was trying to hide under that so they can steal people's property, commit crime, steal people's money. Yeah, because they's the one that keeps stealing people's Zelle money and Cash App. But they got it back from them. So just in case they plan on stealing more, they want to catch them red-handed. So that's the thing. So, if you want to send me some a dollar or two or whatever through Zelle or Cash App, my number is again 347-954-6092, 347-654-1781. But please let me know. So just in case it disappears, we can call whatever agency needs to be called. Yeah, because these people have a lot of nerves and we have to catch them. We can't hide in the corner anymore. We really, really can't. We have to get this done. All right? You got to put pressure on them. You got to chase them out. They want to use other people. They want to come use your car. What? Because they can't drive theirs out because now they don't have licenses. They don't have no insurance. You understand? So they want to use other people's car to move around. You understand? But I'm taking pictures as much as I can of the cars that that the people that's helping them, and anybody who's helping them, please go after them. Please report them. To who? Report them to who? Report them to the FBI. Okay? So thank you. Today's topic, sex in your 50s. Sex in your 50s. Well, I'm 50 plus. Well, I'm 50 plus. And believe it or not, sex in your 50s is way better. I am telling you because I started off late, and in my 20s, I really didn't, I was a church girl, so I knew not much, but I tried to do the best I can. My thing was, I thought that my job as a woman, as a wife or a girlfriend or whatever, was to have my man have an orgasm. I never knew that I myself can have an orgasm. I just thought that as long as he had an orgasm, everything was cool. But no, later on in life, I found out a woman is supposed to feel good. A woman can have the same orgasm. You understand? And let me tell you, not in my 50s I found that. I found that out younger, but I'm just saying. But let me tell you, when a woman climaxes, it is such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. It's stress relief, headache relief. It relaxes you, puts you to sleep, makes you feel good. So when you have sex, you're supposed to have an orgasm too. You're supposed to have an orgasm. When you're younger, you want to have sex, but you're just finding out about your body. You're just trying to do a lot. You're trying to go to school. You're trying to accomplish things in life. You're trying to accomplish your goals with working and things like that. So, to a lot of people, sex was just mechanical. Yeah, you had a good time or whatever, but you did not know really. But when you hit your 50s, let me tell you, you find out everything about your body. You find out that having an orgasm means a lot to you. Yes, having an orgasm means a lot to you because in your younger stages, you didn't know that you were supposed to have one. You just figure, well, at least with me, I figured that as long as my boyfriend had one or my husband had one, I'm good. I did my job as a woman. But when I got older, I'm like, oh, this is how it feels. A woman is supposed to actually feel good. Also, a woman is supposed to actually, the woman is supposed to actually feel good too. Yeah. So, you know, when I found that out, I'm like, I like this feeling. I really like this feeling of having an orgasm. And then sex became a thing that I always had to have an orgasm, or else I don't want to mess with you. And I wasn't those kind of women that I wasn't that kind of woman that if he doesn't please me or if he's lacking or anything, I would keep my mouth shut because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. No, I told him because I wanted him to get better. Because a lot of men walk around so cocky, and it's your fault. It's your fault that we as women is not having good sex. It's your fault because you lied to these guys. I'm not saying hurt their feelings or whatever, but tell them the truth. No, you're not turning me on. No, I'm not feeling it. No, you're not as big as him, but it's doing the job. No, don't lie to him. I mean, you're telling him in the confines of your bed and confines of your home, so no one else is around but you and him. So why lie? You're lying to these men, and they're going around thinking that they're pleasing you. So therefore, they don't want to please you because they think they all that because you're lying to them. Why? Because they got a fat wallet or something like that? No. And then you go around being unhappy in your sex life. Yeah, that's why there's a lot of cocky men out there. You did it. All you stupid women, you did it. So me, I mean, sometimes they didn't like what I had to say, but I told them, I'm like, no, I'm not satisfied. I didn't have an orgasm. No. I said, if you want me to tell you what I like, I'll tell you. If you want me to tell you where you're lacking, I'll tell you. But most of them walk around saying, well, I had no complaints before. I'm like, because she was fucking lying to you. She didn't want to tell you the truth. Well, I had no complaints before. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm complaining. I don't know about the previous women, but I'm complaining. It's either that you find out what I like and you do it, or else we can no longer have sex. You're not the only one that's going to feel good. My job is not to make you feel good anymore, and that's it. Your job is to make me feel good too. And if you can't do it, and if you think there's others out there that's willing to put up with you and willing to put up with not having an orgasm, please be my guest and go. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry, I'm answering a question. I'm not going to lie to you because I feel like lying to a man about his promise is his prowess is not doing a service to him or the woman that is coming after you. It's not. The only way a man can learn how to really turn you on is if you talk to him and you let him know. You don't hurt his feelings. You say, listen, I like when this is done to me or that is done to me, or you put on one of those a porno. If you don't know where things are and you can't find it in porno, get graphic, get some pictures. Say, okay, this is what I like you, or open up open up your legs wide and say, touch here, do it here, thing it here. Or when you're having sex with him, you go into positions and you said, okay, And when he puts you in positions, you you be very verbal. So he'll know, okay, that position is good. That position is not. The way you touch me is good. The way you touch me here is not. Talk verbally. And if he doesn't like you talking, say, listen, I want to be pleased. I want to have a good time. And if you don't want me to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right, then I can no longer be with you. You have to tell them, ladies. You have to tell them. And like I said, you don't have to tell them in a way to hurt your feelings, to hurt their feelings. You don't. You can be gentle with them and tell them. But if they want to be cocky, you tell them, listen, since I've been with you, I never had an orgasm. So, what we gonna do about it? You understand? Because these men get cocky because you're lying to them. And then you're suffering through the act. You're still hungry for some good loving. You don't want to cheat, but you don't want to tell him nothing. You want to make him believe he's the best on the face of the earth. So what are you going to do? Keep jerking off? Buying a whole bunch of toys? You're still going to get frustrated because, like me, I don't like using toys. You understand? I like to be with the guy. You understand? Because after you have a orgasm, you want to cuddle, you want to hear a voice. During sex, you want to hear them talk to you, or you want to hear a human voice. So masturbating is not my cup of tea. Unless it's during the sex act. If I'm with my mate and I'm having sex and it turns him on, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna masturbate for him. You understand? I mean, not to fruition, of course. You play with yourself. You understand? Because that's part of the act of having sex with your partner. You touching yourself, or he's playing with his stuff and you're playing with his stuff, and both of y'all salivating, both of y'all getting hot, and boom, you start making love. You start having sex. You understand? That's when, I would get into the masturbation act. Because it's part of a couple's relationship. So when you're in bed with the person that you really care about, you have to let everything go. You can't be shy. Because if you're shy, you're not going to get an orgasm, because you're not going to want to tell him what turns you on, or what he's touching is turning you on or turning you off. You understand? And he's feeling by doing this, it's turning you on. It's not. He's feeling that because you're not being verbal. So they walk around here being cocky and can't fuck. It's your fault. All you women's fault. Because you're lying. And all you men's fault too, because you want to accept that you're the greatest, and then she turns around and she's unsatisfied. And then you ask her, baby, what's wrong? And she doesn't want to tell you because you told her shut up through sex. You told her shut up when y'all was having sex. So she wasn't able to communicate to you what exactly was turning her on. Should have put on the air conditioner. You didn't want her to communicate to you what exactly that you was doing right that turns her on. So how is it she supposed to get an orgasm? Or do you care? A lot of men don't care. Some men do. As long as they get their rocks off, as they say, a lot of men don't care. So are you gonna give them the goodie and they don't care, and you're not getting anything out of it? So what are you gonna do? Cheat? What are you gonna do? Do you want to be in a relationship with this guy? Okay, so if you want to be in a relationship with him, you got to talk to him. You got to let him know. Listen, I can tell you when you're doing it right. I can tell you where that spot is that you're hitting. so you can continue. I can show you what to do. I can tell you what to do, you know? Because let me tell you a story. When I was younger, I lived with this guy. And yeah, he had a big dick and everything, but he did not know how to use it at all. At all. He didn't know how to fuck at all. So I didn't understand all these girls running after him for what reason. Okay, maybe they was pleased that he had a big dick, but as far as orgasm, I was not having orgasms. And I told him about it. I'm like, listen, it's either you fix it or I'm gonna leave you because I'm not gonna have you fuck me to death and bang me out and thinking that's the way you please me. You understand? And when he heard that I was gonna leave him, he said, okay. Show him what turns me on. And I showed him. And I told him. And we started communicating while having sex. And he got better. For me. He got better for me. And that's how I've always done it. I mean, after him, because, he was after my baby father. So, yeah, from then on, I told, because, of course, after 10 years, we broke up or whatever. But, from then on, any relationship that I had, sexual relationship, and if the person wasn't doing it right, I would give them the opportunity to fix the problem. And then if they don't, then I leave. Because you're not the only one who's going to have an orgasm in this relationship. I'm not desperate for somebody to be in my life like a lot of women. Because a lot of men thinks a lot of women is so desperate to say they have a man. Meanwhile, they don't physically to just to say they got one and would take any bullshit in the bed that they give. Because these men walk around with their pocketbooks, with their wallet, sorry. They scared a woman into hurting their feelings because maybe they give the woman money to pay their bills, money to do their hair or whatever, and the women don't want to fuck that up. So the woman makes him believe that he's the best thing going. But then when he leaves and, she just unsatisfied because she probably going to end up cheating anyway or leaving. In my case, I don't cheat, so I just walk out. And but I hear the stories. I hear the stories about all these unsatisfied women. But when I was younger, I didn't know that a woman was supposed to have an orgasm. But in my 50s, let me tell you, having sex in your 50s is the best thing going. Yes. I met this guy, and I met a couple of guys, but I didn't have sex with them. But I met this guy, and we did have sex, and he was good. And I told him what I liked and what I didn't like, and he did what I wanted. I had an orgasm, and I felt good. You understand? But what I realized is my senses was more heightened. My senses was more heightened. I mean, I am more horny now than I am more horny in my 50s than I was in my 20s and 30s. I was too busy. I was working, I was in school, I had my son. I was too busy to be, you know, hyped up all the time for sex. I mean, of course, you would get your feelings and you would have sex. But now, oh my God, it's like I want to do it all the time. I want to have sex all the time. I'm telling you, I'm just hungry all the time. You understand? And he looks at me like, um, really? So it's like when you get to know your body and when you don't have anything to worry about as pregnancies, because you're over 50, you're not going to get pregnant. For some reason, something in your body, I thought I'd be, worried about other things or, thinking about, No. I mean, you do other things, you're regular. But when it's time to have sex, oh my God. Your juices are flowing already. You're acting like a porn star in the bed. You want to do all kinds of crazy shit. For real, ladies. For real. Anything he tells you he want to try, you down. For real. You anything because you're so hot. You so want all these sexual experiences. You be like, damn, can it get any better? So if he says, say for instance, he says he wants a twosome. Of course, me, I'm saying, oh, two guys and a guy and a woman and two guys and me. Of course, no man is gonna want that, but yeah, that's of course the typical fantasy is two women and a guy. You understand? But if he told me that, I would be down, not to participate. I would watch them because I'm not lesbian or bisexual, but I'm down to even sit there and watch my man fuck another woman because I'm 50. Yo, I'm telling you, ladies, your shit be going off the fucking chain. You be going off the fucking chain with your fantasies. When you hit your 50, your man could ask you to do anything and you would do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You say no now. I was so conservative. I'm like, I got one man. That's all I need. Blah blah blah. And I better be the only woman that he wants. So, when you hit your 50s, you always horny, and you down to do whatever. And if you are lesbian, better still, it'll help you. But I'm not. You understand? I would sit there and watch him, and that wouldn't get me upset seeing my man with another woman. It would. I was like, what? He can do to her what he can't do to me. You understand? So I'm like, girl, I don't know how you take that. But go ahead, do it. And seeing the smile on his face and excitement on his face by getting his fantasies fulfilled, and his wife or his girlfriend is saying, baby, go ahead. Yeah, it's a turn on. It's an effing turn on. You understand? And it's not saying you're a freak or anything. It's just that's how you feel. That's how you feel. So ladies, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Sex in your 50s is great. Sex in your 50s is great. If you have a good relationship with your husband or your boyfriend or your mate. You understand? Sex in your 50s. So you have a good thing coming ahead of you. Because when I was in my 20s and 30s, I'm like, sex in your 50s? Who does that? That's what I thought while I was in my 20s and my 30s. Who does that? Who wants to have sex in their 50s? Yuck. I thought I'll be knitting somewhere, thinking good thoughts with my Bible. You understand? But Christians need good sex too. That's what keeps the marriage going. That's what keeps the marriage going. But I'm telling you, ladies, good things are coming ahead. So you don't have to worry about, like they say, oh, your pussy drying up and this and that. As long as you take care of your vagina, which I do, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. You keep it clean, keep it nice and scented. All that scented stuff, don't put in it. Just clean it regular with water and soap and vinegar. You understand? That's it. That's all you need. All that flowery stuff, putting it down there or putting it up there, that's no good for your vagina. That is not good. I be seeing people put all kind of scented stuff around or in their vagina. That stuff is no good. Plain or unscented soap, plain old water, a little bit of vinegar, what you call apple cider vinegar with water. You clean it. You douche with it. You keep it. That's it. And the natural scent of the vagina will come through. You don't need all that flowery stuff down there. I'm telling you, as a woman, I'm telling you, that give you all kind of yeast infection. I mean, when you're doing your spray, you got clothes on, so when you do it like that, fine. But to actually take some perfume and spray down there and thinking that smell is gonna, no, your body is different. It's good up here, but down there is no good. Mm-mm. You can do your legs and stuff, but your vagina, don't spray none of that stuff on your vagina. Mm-mm. It's not good for you. So, in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, keep your vagina good, and in the 50s, you're gonna be off the hook, girl. You're gonna be off the hook. You're gonna want sex all the time. Your husband gonna be sick of you. Your husband is gonna be sick of you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he's gonna be sick of you because he's gonna be like, we just had sex. Because he was so used to getting rejected all the time when you was in your 30s and 20s and 40s. Because we're tired, we working, we got the kids, we got the house, we got chores, we got this, we got that. Even though in the 50s you got that, but now the kids are grown, everything. The house stays minimally clean. You don't have that much to do, but then your body change. Your breasts start feeling things. Like you in puberty. Your breasts start tingling. Like you going through puberty. You know how when you was going through puberty, how your breast was tingling because your nipples is coming out and your breast is firming? It's the same feeling in your 50s. Your breast gets sensitive and everything is poking out, like your nipples and stuff. Yes, your body gets extra sensitive. All your erogenous zones. You understand? Your lips, your cheeks, your vagina, everything just get moist. Everything just get hyper hot, hypersensitive. You look at your man and you be like, damn, he looks so good. And then you start switching. Like in the 40s and 30s and stuff, we like our man to give us a call during the day and tell us they love us and they thinking about us and stuff. We gonna start doing that in our 50s. You gonna start doing that in your 50s because you're hot and you're hyped. So you're trying to get him up so when he get home, because romance throughout the day sets the tone for the night. You understand? If you're like how I said, romance in the day with your wife, if she's in her 20s and 30s and 40s, sets the tone of what happens in the night. Now, if you don't romance the daytime, nothing is going to happen to the night because you didn't hype her up. That's what women likes in their 20s and 30s. We like our man to come and call us. Baby, I'm thinking about you. Do these little things to show that they thinking about us throughout the day. And sometimes a call is just that needed. So when the night comes and you come home, she's hyped up. My baby called me. He told me he loves me. So now sometimes you don't even have to ask for sex because she's already hyped up during the day because you called her. You made sweet love to her ear. You told her that you care. You told her that you missed her. Now in your 50s, we start doing it to our husbands. Because you're hot and horny and you want him ready by the time he gets home. Honey, I'm thinking about you. Did you eat yet? What did you eat? Or you fix him some lunch and you send him to work with the lunch. And then you call him through the day and you nibble in his ear about whatever. So by the time he comes home, even though he's tired, he go take his shower and make love to you. So in the 50s, it start reversing. Because in the men's 50s, they done had sex all in their 20s and 30s and 40s. So they get a little tired. I'm just saying. But with us, hyped up. That's if they're the same age. Now, if they're not the same age, if they're not the same age, makes it better. Sex with a younger man is great. Sex with a younger man in your 50s, let me tell you, when that happened, I said, okay, I can understand now with the older man, younger woman concept. But some of you stupid men, y'all go too young, way too young. Y'all don't let these women, y'all don't let these girls live their life. But anyway, I divert. You know, when I see somebody under 27 is dating an older man, I'm like, let her live her life. Let her at least work it up. But no, y'all want to catch them at 21. You know, some of y'all want to catch them at 18. They ain't lived their life yet. You understand? They don't know what's going on. So catch them when they, a little older. Still in their 20s, but then, they'll appreciate it more often, as opposed to it looking like a dirty old man and a young girl. But sex in your 50s with a younger man is, let me tell you, try it. Because now you and your sex life is compatible. So you having sex with a 40-year-old in your 50s is great. I'm telling you, it's great. Because he's reaching his hype in his 40s or beginning 40s. And you're there. So the clash of the titans makes some rock and roll in the bed. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, ladies. For all you ladies in your 50s and you think it's over, you haven't met the right person. Why don't you try ordering a young man? A good one. You understand? And see what it's like. You find out about what young man is available. If you want it done it right, you gotta pay some good money. You understand? You wanna get it right. You don't want the wham bam thank you ma'am service. So you're gonna have to pay a couple of G's for that. You understand? Because when you pay a couple of G's, that high class guy is going to take his time with you. Because he knows he's getting paid a lot of money, so he researches his craft and he does very well. Now these run by the mill $100 guys and stuff, all they doing is fucking you. And it might be good or it might not be good. If you can't afford it, okay, fine. But if you can't afford it and you do have to hire one of those guys, you let them know, I'm paying for you. I want what I want. I'm not here to please you. You're here to please me. As long as he is accepting his pay, he has to do what you want. Because of some of these young guys, they feel because you're old, you're supposed to be their sugar mama and they supposed to fuck you however they want. And you're supposed to be satisfied like when you're younger. But no, if you're a sugar mama to some guy, let him please you. His job is to make sure that you are happy. That's his job. Whatever he's given. If his lights is being paid, his gas, don't let that go to waste. Don't feel privileged to be in his company. It should be his privilege for you to be in his company because you have more experience. You can teach him a lot more. But if you have an affair with a younger guy, you make sure that it's beneficial to you. Because I hear some stories with these young guys. Oh, yeah, she my sugar mama. And want to talk you down. Meanwhile, you're unsatisfied, but your pockets is light. No, switch that around. If you're a sugar mama, make sure you always is pleased. And let him know if he doesn't please you in bed, he can be replaced. Because a lot of young guys is looking for a sugar mama. Use it to your benefit. Because he's not taking you seriously. He's not. All he's taking you for is what you're giving him. So you let him know. I'll replace you if you don't make me have an orgasm. If you don't make me feel good in bed. Let him know. And watch how quick he changed his tune. Watch how quick he go start reading up. And that's not something he's going to tell his boys or none of his friends. That, oh, you complained. He's not. He's going to read some book. He's going to watch some porn to see how to please you. So that's what I'm saying. Open up your mouth. Let these guys know. Sugar mama or not. Because they quick to want to degrade you. You got the upper hand. You can trade them in. Just like the husband tells the long-time wife, I can trade you in. Okay, you can trade in the younger version. Or the husband or whatever. You can trade whoever. If they're not making you happy sexually in your 50s, you don't put up with that. You have options. You have options. Leave him. Get another one. Find somebody who would do the job. Find somebody who would do the job and make you happy, make you have an orgasm, make you come. Because sex in your 50s is great. And there's no reason why you should still have lousy sex in your 50s. No reason. Just to say you got somebody. No. There's no reason on this face of the earth for you not to have a good time in bed at that stage in your life. At that stage in your life, in the game. Your body is so sensitive right now. You understand? And you want to be pleased. And it's not going to be hard for him if he listens to what you have to, the guidance that you're giving him. It's not going to be hard because your body's so oversensitive. If a man miss not giving you an orgasm in your 50s, they don't know, they lousy lovers for the beginning. Because like I said, in your 50s, your body is oversensitive. So, having sex with you should be a cakewalk. If he knows what he's doing. Because you're halfway there already. He just got to take you over the throne. And if he can't do that, that means he's a lousy lover. Previously and now. I'm telling you. So if you have somebody now in your 50s and he's not doing it for you, that means he was never a good lover. It's just the women in his life lied to him. Because I know as a woman in my 50s, my body's oversensitive. My body is like a teenager. Well, at least the sensitivity. I always want to have sex. You understand? And so I don't understand if a man doesn't make you have an orgasm. That means he was lousy to begin with, because the stage you're in is heightened. The stage you're in is heightened. But if you're a single woman and you're seeking a mate, try a single older woman in your 50s, 60s. Try a younger man in his 40s. Try a younger man in his 40s. Because men reach their point in their 40s. They reach their heightened state in their 40s. It takes them that long, yeah. And it's like ours just begin in the 50s. And when we're young, we think it's going to end in our 50s, but no, it doesn't. My breast is so sensitive, like I feel I'm going to milk a child. It is so sensitive. So I don't understand. So talk to your mate or find a mate. And if you can't find a mate your age, if you're single, compatibility to me is younger man, older woman. Because the sexual compatibility is going to be there. He's going to keep you younger and whatever. That's why I said I can understand the younger woman, older man concept, because we're fighting not to mentally get old. So the younger person is going to keep us mentally and physically older. So I can understand like the Steve Harvey and his wife. I can understand a lot of these relationships that I see because Steve do a lot of things. Steve do a lot of things. He got a lot of jobs. But his wife, Marjorie, and to be honest, I didn't like her. But now I do. Because she keeps him young. She tell it as it is. When they met, she didn't hold no punches. She said, I want to be happy and I want my husband to take care of me. I want him to be rich. Because I'm a good woman, I can take you to where, I didn't understand that. Because the story is, it was his mistress and whatever the case may be. But I like her now because I read part of her, not read, but I saw part of her life and stuff like that. And she wanted the best for herself. And she was not going to hold no punches to no man. And she told him, you got to make me happy. And I'd rather be miserable by myself. And I give it up to her. You understand? And that's how it is when you get a certain age. So you watch them. I watch them as a couple, and she's a fashionista, and she keeps her husband fashion savvy because Steve Harvey used to be wearing the suits with the long jackets and the square haircuts and stuff like that, and she got the right people to get him into gear to keep him young and to keep him working and up and things like that. And they're a nice sexy couple together. And that's how you have to be. If you're the same age, around the same age. You understand? You have to keep each other alive. If you're the same age, you have to keep each other going. You have to keep each other thinking young, being young, doing things. You understand? To keep each other alive, because sometimes you get too comfortable within your relationship, and then you curl up and you go in the corner and you, you act like it's time to die. you know. And even though I didn't want a thing like that, sometimes you do. Sometimes I was getting comfortable, and I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And my husband would be like, you understand? So I can understand the younger woman and the younger man concept, and I can understand the younger man with the younger woman concept. Not too young, you know. Don't I wouldn't go under 40 because even men in their 30s is still immature. You understand? So yeah, I had a great time with my younger man. I was like, wow, I never felt like that before. He made me feel so different. Do you understand? And it heightened our sex. So if you don't have a boyfriend, a husband, or a mate, you can find someone. I can give you a couple of names. I can I can direct you to the right person. Of course, it's has to be taken seriously, and it has to be secretive. How would you call it? What's the word? What's the word? It has to be private. You know. But if you want some good sex from an experienced young man who's mature, and don't take you for a fool or sugar mama or whatever, and you need some good loving, oh yeah, I can let you know. So because I want women in their 50s to be happy. I don't want you to die out. I see so many great sexy women out there in their 50s and they don't have a mate, and I'm like, damn. We put all this into we put all this stuff into the relationship and building our careers and stuff like that, and we can't find somebody who, because a lot of men, after we accomplish all that stuff, they're insecure because we have our own money. But we have our own money, but we don't have anybody to share it with. Money's a thing to spend and share and stuff. So that's why I can also understand how come all of these sugar babies, their boyfriends is always letting them go shop, because when you have all that money, what you gonna just do? Keep it in the bank? You want? Sorry, my nose. I just put in a ear filter, but you know, um, he wants her to be happy because he got all that money. So it's not being a sugar daddy or whatever. It's just you got it and you want that person to be happy because they make you happy. They keep you young. They keep you fit. They keep you lively. You understand? They keep you in the know. So in order to show the appreciation, they not financially built yet. So if you want to give them something, you give them something. So there's a name for it, and sometimes you don't care because that person who's talking about you don't is not that age yet, so they don't know, and they not gonna think it out. They want to be immature and say sugar daddy and sugar mama and this and that, but when you reach a certain age, you have to you think logically. They're young, they not financially stable, they need you, and you're getting older. You don't want to get mentally old. You don't want to get physically old, and they're serving you in need. And he used to tell his friends, I don't want a woman who's gonna die out in the house. I want a woman who's thing, and that's what I need. I need a man to pull me out my house, to do things with me and whatever. And that's why we're compatible, because I don't want to just sit home and die. And like I said before, I'm an introvert, so he's an extrovert, so he pulls me out of my shell. You understand? And everything is good. His dick still get hard without medication. And even if it do need medication, he's a great lover. And according to him, I'm a great lover too. So it's like, and I'm not one who wants compliments if it's not doing. If I'm not doing something right, I want you to tell me. Because that's the only way I'm going to learn how to please you. Because let me tell you something. What worked for my previous is not going to work for my now. And that's what a lot of men go wrong. And that's where a lot of women go wrong. They feel that the same movements that they use on the previous relationship is going to work on the new relationship. But it's not. In a new relationship, you have to tell him right away. Don't wait 6 months and then say, well, no, right away, because it's new, it's fresh. He's willing to know how to please you. So you tell him, babe, I don't like it this way. Can you do it this way? I don't like it so hard. Can you do it a little softer? I don't like it so soft. Can you do it a little rougher? You, as the woman in that new relationship, have to tell your mate right away, your first, second, third sexual experience with each other, right away, baby, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. And if you don't like it and he want to try it, try it. And if you still don't like it, whatever. A lot of black women don't do anal sex. Me either. You understand? Unless it's a professional. They do. So me, I say, if you want to have anal sex, we can order you a girl. You understand? But me personally, it hurts. So I don't try it. I don't do that. I tried it when I was younger. It hurt. Like most men said, just the tip. It hurt it. So after that, I never tried it. But if he's willing to have another girl, he wants another girl, I would let him have sex with anal sex with another woman in front of me. And he's not gay because a lot of men is afraid to ask for that. I know this guy, when he sleeps around, he only have anal sex with the women. Why? Because he do not want to get nobody pregnant. Not because he's gay. And a lot of men do that because they don't want no woman coming around 2 years later saying this is your child. So they build it as a fantasy to the woman that they want to do it to. But in reality, they just want no pregnancies. Because a lot of girls, they wanna geek these guys. They wanna, as soon as the guy have sex with them, they wanna call baby because they want child support for the next 18 years. So a lot of guys want anal sex only from their side pieces. And it's not that he's gay. He's not gay. They don't want the fucking drama. Bitch, you pregnant? I fucked you in your ass. How you pregnant? So they can't come up with that shit. And then if they do come up pregnant, he'll know that she's a skis ball because she went in the garbage and took the condom out And guys, stop putting condoms in the garbage. Flush your condoms and watch it and make sure it goes down. And when you flush it or whatever, put it under the sink. Let all the sperm come out. Yeah, because girls are trifling. Put it under the water. Let some hot water. Let all the sperm dissipate. Go down the drain. Then flush it your condom. Not in my house, please, because condoms in if you're in a hotel or whatever, condoms in the thing is bad for the septic system in a house. So I tell my guests, please put it in the garbage or whatever the case may be. You understand? Don't flush it down the toilet. Yeah, guys, if you have to have sex with a woman and you're afraid of that, they're gonna come say they're pregnant. Put the condom under the water. Make sure all the sperm come out and flush. Don't put the condoms in the garbage. Flush the condom. Flush the condom. Watch it go down. Make sure it flushes. Because she would try to get that condom out that garbage. Out that toilet. Fucking trifling. Because y'all wanna bag some of these trifling bitches. So that's what happens. You understand? And that's how you do it. Make sure the condom goes down. And that's it. So yeah, just because you hear guys want anal sex, he's not gay. He's not gay. He's just tired of, and he don't want some girl coming up in 2 years saying she had his child or something like that because she used the turkey baster. But girls, sex in your 50s is great. Try it with your husband, with your mate. If you don't have one, get a younger guy. If you're not dating and you want a young man for a moment, let me know. And I'll try to hook you up with someone. It's going to be costly. But if you can get one of the roundaway guys and you pay him a couple of dollars, or you be a sugar mama, when you're a sugar mama, please explain to them, you're going to make me come. Or you're going to be traded in like they tell us. So thank you for coming. Sugarheads Live every day. Please click like, click share, become a member, and tell a friend, tell a foe. Watch me every day, and see you tomorrow. Sugarheadsclothing.com, Sugarheads Financials, if you need help with the financial, and Sugarheads Clothing. All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye, and thank you to all my visitors. Thank you for all my guests. Thank you for watching my show every day. I do appreciate it. Bye. Click like, click share, become a follower. Bye.